Hello! Hello there, and welcome to From Diapers to DIY. Today, I thought it would be nice to cook an apple pie for the whole family, something that my infant here, who's only 8 months, whoops, she's only 8 months old, and she has no teeth. So it's a little bit of a challenge to find recipes that the whole family can eat with her. So stick around and I'll show you the recipe that we came up with, something that is baby friendly and also tasty for adults.
For this recipe, you're gonna need 8 apples, 3 egg yolks, 1 beaten egg,
half a tablespoon of sweetener,
3 teaspoons of water, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, 3 pinches of cinnamon, and pie crust. If buying pie crust at the store, just make sure to read the instructions before starting this whole process because every pie crust is gonna be different. First step is to preheat the oven to 350. While the oven is preheating, go ahead and get out all the things you need. You're gonna need a blender, a pot, a pie pan, a small pie pan, or something like this little cast iron that I'm gonna use for Abby, a whisk, a peeler, a knife, and a cutting board. Now we're gonna peel, core, and dice our apples that we just washed. And there you have it. Now we're gonna squeeze out 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. BTW forgot to add this to the equipment list. It's not necessary, but it does help if you're gonna squeeze some fresh lemon. Next, we put 3 teaspoons of water into the big pot, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Add your apples. Now we crank it up to medium heat for 20 minutes. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a stir just to make sure the juices are consistent through the apples. About 5 minutes left on the clock, we noticed that the apple's kind of getting burned, so we're gonna cut it right there. The house smells really, really good. We put most of the apples in the blender, but we did save some for the adults to not have just a smushy apple pie. I wanna say we saved about half a cup of the apple chunks to make the apple pie for the adults more chunky. So we did have to put a little bit more water to make sure that it did puree inside of the blender. Our baby is able to eat some soft foods, so we didn't need it like totally pureed all the way down. Next, we're gonna add about half a tablespoon of your chosen sweetener. Mine's gonna be monk fruit, 3 egg yolks, and about 3 pinches of cinnamon. 1, 3. Blend again. Since we're using a baby cast iron for Abby, I'm just gonna put a little bit of avocado oil on there. Next, I'm gonna fill it up about 1/3 of the way up the cast iron. That's about 1/3, right?
Yeah.
And we bake for 15 minutes.
And while Abby's pie bakes, we have an important message from our sponsor.
Hi, this is Sloppy from Sloppy's DIY. You are currently in Sloppy's kitchen, sponsored by Sloppy's DIY, so don't forget to like and subscribe.
Our pie crust already comes in a pie pan, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick it into another pie pan that just makes it easier to maneuver in and out of the oven and whatever I need it to do. Next, for the adults, while we wait for Abby's pie to finish cooking, I'm gonna fill this pie crust up with the rest of the stuff that we have here and the chunks of apple. Now we're gonna roll out the top layer of the crust. We wanna do a lattice type of pie crust top. I'm just gonna take a pizza cutter and make my life easier and cut into strips. I'm gonna start weaving the top, and to be honest guys, I've never done this before. I'm a first-time mom, so bear with me, we're learning together. I think I'm about done with latticing for the first time my adult pie. A lot of it is just common sense. I just kind of eyeballed it and move things around and kind of pinch here, pinch there. Obviously not the best, not the prettiest, but I'm sure it's gonna be good. Next we put an egg wash over this. I'm gonna go ahead and beat an egg. Just gonna brush the egg all over the place. Next we sprinkle with some sugar on top. Abby's pie is ready. You let it cool down completely.
That's cute.
I caught somebody tasting the pie for the baby. How is it?
It was good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Even without the crust?
Yeah.
Now that the baby's pie is ready, we're just gonna boost this to 400. So we went from 350 for the baby to 400 for the adults. Shouldn't take too long since they're ready at 350. Okay, we're putting in the adult pie in the oven for 25 minutes. So Abby, as you eat your dinner getting ready for dessert, what are your thoughts on apple pie? The pie crust is already golden brown at 20 minutes, so we're gonna drop it down to 375 and it'll bake for another 35 minutes. All right, Abby, we've got apple pie for you. I'm gonna give you some out of here. Maybe I'll just give her like a quarter. Thumbs up for baby. We're gonna see how the adult pie turns out in a few hours because the adult pie has to cool down for way longer than the baby pie since it's a lot more filling. She's just grabbing it right there and then, oh wow. So I hope that I like the pie that much. That's pretty cool, Abby. I think she appreciates it. So yeah, the adult pie has way more filling. So it takes a lot longer to cool down. I'm pretty sure Abby wants the entire pie, but I don't think I could let her have an entire pie to her face. I'm sorry. Hey! So our pie is almost ready. It says it has 9 minutes left, but I see that it's like really, really brown. So I think I want to take it out already. And there you have it. That's the pie out of the oven. I think my lacing is not the worst for the first time ever. Of course, it will improve with time. Also, the double pan thing definitely helped. All right, and now it's time for the taste test. We totally eat like this all the time, right? We always just have like, you know, this setup. This is not staged at all. No, it definitely is. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here's my slice. It is on the thin side.
Yeah, well.
Whoops, a little bit for the dogs. But honestly, I'm counting calories. So maybe it's better this way, that it's a little bit on the thin side.
It's very good.
So, you know, tweak it as you like, guys. I wouldn't really change it much. I might experiment with just having no sugar in there because the apples are so sweet already that you might not need any sweetener at all.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We're gonna be on the DIY channel a lot more lately. We have a lot of projects coming up. We just moved into a new house and the house is smaller than our old house. So we have a lot of hacks and built-ins and things like this in the works, so stay tuned for that.